So this week I'm talking about expressive writing. Now I came across this concept of writing as a tool and a treatment for pain about 18 months ago. And I picked up this book, which is amazing. It's called Writing to Heal by the leading author in the world and researcher. He's a professor of psychology down in Austin, Texas. And he started with his research in the 1980s, and I think it was his PhD. His name is James, friends call him Jamie, but James Pennebaker. And he stumbled across this concept that writing could literally heal people from pain and help people from their diseases like depression and anxiety. And what he found in that instrumental study, that people that lost their jobs and then started to write on 4 separate days, that they found that their health outcomes improved. In fact, they were more likely to get a job in the next 6 months. They had less visits to the doctors and the hospital, and overall they were feeling better. So that basically was the starting point of the whole world of expressive writing in modern day science and modern day medicine. And now there's over 1,000 publications in the literature for writing. So when I did this workbook myself, and I learned a few things about myself and my past, and it was a really worthwhile exercise. And if anybody wants to get into this with a bit more meat than just a simple tip at the end of this video, I strongly recommend you get that. So, but basically for chronic pain, and the last few months, I've been integrating the very simple practice of getting patients to get one of these and one of these, and to use them on a daily basis. Now the reason I do this now is because when I was asking people, come on, we can help your chronic pain today, I'd like you to start writing your feelings on paper. I kind of got that mute response by the time they came back the following week, and that's probably my fault by asking them to do too many things at once. But you getting a post-it little booklet thing here and just writing your feelings on a moment-by-moment basis. For example, if you're struggling with something, you say you're on the job and you get frustrated, the boss says something, you think, just get your little piece of paper, write down, I feel X, so frustrated, about the boss, or whatever it may be. And then rip it up and put it in the garbage. And it's an amazing thing, because what literally happens to us when we write something down on paper and rip it up is that the brain literally starts to deactivate the processes. Oh, excuse me, I have hi, how you doing? This is my son Leah. Okay, listen, I'm busy, Daddy's busy. Okay, I'll come and see you tonight. Okay, cool. Bit of live action there. So so writing and ripping up the piece of paper, what happens is that the limbic system of the brain, which is the real control center for the chronic pain state, literally deactivates. It literally deprograms. And this is completely amazing, because there's two aspects, as I can see it, to try and helping people with chronic pain. One is to deal with the future and moving forward, and that's when we are saying positive affirmations, or practicing meditation or mindful practice, where we try and avoid negative talking about negative things in our life, and especially about pain. So that's going forward in time. But what about back in time? And the research shows that when we write like this, each day, and it must be every day, each day, what literally happens is that the centers in the limbic system starts to deactivate, and the scans that review this literally show less activation. So basically, your brain is changing, and all the conditioning that happens from the past into the present literally starts to dewire. So, it's one of those cardinal things that I would strongly suggest my patients, and if you've got pain, something for you to try to literally change your brain and change your pain. So today I was sharing this with a very well-known patient of mine called Mike. He's given me consent to share a little bit of his story here. But he came in and I was asking him, no, have you been writing this month? And he went, yeah, I've been writing, that's good. And he told me what he was doing. And he says, okay, that's great, Mike, but listen, let's do it like this. Let's get a post-it stamp post it, and start writing your feelings, and it must be your feelings. You know, don't write about the what happened in the mall today, or the issues down at the Brick, or you know, whatever's going on in your life. No, no, no. Write about your feelings. I felt very frustrated about X, or you know, I wish my wife wouldn't say that to me, or you know, I wish my kids wouldn't just drive me crazy. Or it doesn't matter what is going on. Just write it down on paper every day, rip it up in the garbage, and move on with your day. And that will literally change your brain and help you move forward and reduce your pain and hopefully go pain-free. My colleague in Seattle, Dr. David Hanscom, who I've mentioned in these videos before, he's been doing this for years now, and he's got hundreds and hundreds of patients pain-free. And the core thing he says is, I know within seconds of talking to them if they're writing, because if they're writing, they're getting better. If they're not writing, they ain't getting better. So, you know, that's a take-home message from a leader in the world on this subject of the mind-body medicine and how do we fix pain, how do we cure pain, because it is possible. I'm beginning to see it in myself, in my practice, as I've been working with many patients over the years. So, listen, that's my video tonight. I hope you liked it. Make a comment, invite more people here, and I look forward to next week, 7 p.m. on Instagram and Facebook. Have a great night. Bye.